Thomas Partey is in incredible form right now, bossing every single midfield he comes up against. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at his Sporting Lisbon performance, which was absolutely insane, and just talking about how good Thomas Partey has become. Against Sporting, Partey had 72 touches, 2 recoveries, won 3 out of 5 of his duels, 92% passing accuracy, and 7 progressive passes into the final third. A really positive performance from him. Here is his heat map. He had a brilliant influence on Saka and Ødegaard, providing an option to them, playing beautiful passes, and this heat map just goes to show that. Let us get on to that performance of Partey, looking at specific images and the analysis. Here, specifically, one of the first actions from Partey, I really enjoyed it. He anticipates the danger. Here, we're outnumbered. I want you to see that this is a clear 5 versus 3 scenario. Gyökeres to the left. I think that's Trincao just in front too. It needs somebody to sniff that sort of danger out, and Thomas Partey did this. As you'll see here, he uses his long legs to win the ball back and shepherd it away from danger. We could have started an attack here with Saka getting the ball, but again, it's just absolutely incredible from Thomas Partey. We can get numbers back into position. He just uses his body really well, and it turns a 5 versus 3 situation into an 8 versus 4 situation. We're able to retain the ball, we're able to get into our shape and just be in this block where we're difficult to break down. And this is what I like about Thomas Partey in the 6th role. He has brilliant anticipation, and I know a lot of people will talk about Thomas Partey not having the athleticism right now or as he did in the past, but he certainly has the anticipation and the ability with his legs to read and win the ball back, which is really important. Let us now get on to that next action, which was very good. The timing of the pass to Bukayo Saka, that pre-assist, I feel like this is where the pre-assist is better than the goal itself. Brilliant timing of the pass and awareness too. And I'll be honest, this is where he probably is ahead of Declan Rice in his game. He can see these passes. He has the awareness to see these passes and the confidence to play it. How many times do our wingers make those runs in behind with maybe Declan on the ball? He's a bit more hesitant to play it. And that's okay. Thomas Partey's ability to do this is very rare to find in a defensive midfielder. But when Partey's on it, when he sees these passes, he can be of great help, because Ødegaard in the final third isn't the most penetrative passer, but having someone deeper like Thomas Partey, who is a penetrative passer, is really helpful. And as you'll see here, it allows Saka to take the ball in one stride. He's able to just pass to Havertz straight away. He doesn't have to break his stride. He doesn't have to think about it for too long. He can just be like, okay, I can make this pass, has made the decision for me. And when a pass makes a decision for you, it is really good. A great little move, opening up Sporting Lisbon and making it 2-0, and kind of was the platform for us to keep on going, especially after that good start. Here is another example. Now we've moved on to that second half. I feel like the first half, Partey was really good in a defensive sense, obviously getting that pre-assist as well. But in the second half, there were so many small moments. There was so many I wanted to make, a larger video on it, but I've picked out a couple here. Again, we have more examples of Thomas Partey just anticipating the danger. Look at how he is tight to his man, not letting his man breathe. There's 2 players in front of him, but he sees the trajectory of the pass there from Human, and he thinks, okay, let me now get in front of my man. Let me use my body. Let me use the ability I have to win the ball back, because it really is good to see. As you'll see here, the upper body strength to start the attack as well. He passes it into Ødegaard, and we're able to get on our way. A defensive midfielder who can do this is just so pivotal, so crucial to the way that we want to play. And I know a lot of people will talk about Declan Rice, Marino, what is our best midfield? But when Thomas Partey is as defensively good as he is, and as you'll see on the ball as good as he is right now, you can't make a case to drop him. It's got to be Rice versus Marino for that number 8 spot at the minute. And it just, for me, with Ødegaard obviously in the right 8, it's a good problem for Arteta to have. Obviously, he can rotate the side in some games. Maybe some games we're going to need that athleticism of Rice. I think at Anfield, where the game can get stretched, a Rice Marino midfield could be a lot better than a Partey Rice midfield, and that's okay. But I really like this from Thomas Partey, using anticipation, using his upper body strength to get in front of Marito of Sporting Lisbon and to set us on our way on an attack. It is really crucial that our midfielder can do this. Another example here, Thomas Partey wants to receive the ball in tight areas. He finds himself 2v1, but his ability to retain the ball, he doesn't panic here. Many young midfielders, maybe midfielders in general maybe would panic and feel like, okay, let me hoof the ball long, let me maybe pay it back to Saliba. But Thomas Partey is so in control of his body, so in control of his movements. The next pass he makes, it will shock you. I want you guys to actually think, where, if you were Thomas Partey, do you think he would pass this ball? Would he pass it to Julian Timber to his left? Would he pass it back to Saliba? Would he pass it back to Raya, who was obviously going to be there as an option too? If you said any of those, you would be wrong. He finds a beautiful, beautiful pass into Ødegaard. Almost impossible, And this is the progressive nature of Thomas Partey. The ability to be confident, to play these little balls into these little pockets so that Ødegaard can drive. It opens up the pitch. It takes 4 players out of the game. Trincao, who was pressing him there. I think that's Morita as well on the press, or I think Gonzalez. He's able to do that. He really is able to find Ødegaard, who can now get forward. And it's a really good quality to have as a midfielder when you're trying to break down and get out of a press. That's not even it. Here's another example. He is pressed high. Sporting did really press us high. At times, it would be successful for them, but we were so composed, and that is due to Thomas Partey at the base of the midfield. He was composed. His body shape when he had this ball was really, really nice. He's not thinking of going backwards. He's thinking of, how can I be progressive, And there you can count it. 2, 4, 5 Sporting players. Maybe a pass into Calafiori would be the most simple. Maybe back again to the goalkeeper. Maybe back to the left where Timber is. But no, this is Thomas Partey in his element, playing to a fantastically high standard. He finds a fantastic ball into the feet of Trossard, bypassing the press. It really, really, really is something you love to see as a fan. Being brave away, maybe somebody could shiver in this atmosphere. I know by now 4-1, but even those previous examples, it was earlier in the game. Having this composure from Thomas Partey was really, really good, and Trossard can go forward and set us on an attack. Here again, another example. Pressed high, but his body shape. What I like about Thomas Partey when he receives the ball, his body shape is always positive. He's always looking towards a pass forward. And as a DM, most, again, would have a negative body shape, passing it backwards, doing this sort of recycle, let's be calm. If he sees an opportunity for a pass, Thomas Partey will play it. And maybe here you're maybe a bit confused why there is a question mark on Merino, because you would think, okay, maybe this pass isn't on. It surely can't be on. If that ball goes into there, the risk in those Sporting players intercepting is very, very high. But no, this is Thomas Partey, again, like I said, in his element. He finds a beautiful ball into Merino, baits the press, baits the Sporting player to get near him. It's really, really clever. I like it when my midfielder is really composed and confident in himself, that he baits the opposition to come towards him. And look at Merino as well. You saw the previous sort of position he was in. Here, he then drives into the centre as well. Maybe an understanding, a partnership we're starting to see here build by Thomas Partey seeing the opportunity to find the pass into Merino, and Merino knowing the movement. It's these little things that are really, really crucial. Arteta values relationships with players on the pitch. Are we seeing one develop here? But a really, really, really nice passage of play to get out of that press, baiting from Partey and the movement from Mikel Merino. And as you'll see, look at the space Merino has to get into. We can get into an attacking position. This is up 4-1, by the way. Maybe you would want to rest your laurels, maybe, but Thomas Partey was just always thinking forward. And after the game, if you didn't see, Arteta went straight to Partey, gave him a hug, because he was appreciative of his performance and how good he has been lately. But anyway, guys, that's it for now. Hope you have enjoyed. Make sure you have hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.